Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Edner with your Wednesday, September 5th morning market commentary. News is a little bit on the slow side, but we'll start talking with what we do have here this morning. For corn, Canada comes back to the negotiating table with us here today. Probably won't see any headlines on day one, but we should keep a watch out for that just in case. You never know when a headline could come from that, either positive or negative, which could move the market today. We'll also mention in corn that the good to excellent rating fell 1%. That is seasonally expected. It usually does fall a just steady 1% or stay steady or fall 1% through fall. We're probably too far along for trade to pay too much attention to that anymore. It's already expected that that's going to drop off as we go through fall anyway. We are actually already starting to hear early yield results anyway, and that's most likely where trade's going to put most of their attention when it comes to the corn market. Over in beans, obviously we'll be looking at yield or harvest to start there as well. Tropical Storm Gordon still rolls through the Midwest, reaches as far north as Missouri. In fact, this morning's GFS has that tropical storm reaching right up to the Missouri-Iowa border, making a hard 90-degree turn to the east, going through southern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. So there are still some serious rains we have to deal with here over the next 5 days, but you might actually see trade tail off a little bit because the forecast this morning for the 6 to 15 day outlook actually clears off for the entire Midwest. So we'll get through these heavy rains from the tropical storm and then likely get right back to harvest and maybe can get back to harvest full scale. Analysts are continuing to raise yield estimates for the soybeans one by one. We're hearing yield estimates go a little bit higher than the previous estimate, so we'll keep looking out for individual numbers there and see how they compare to, again, the latest big number from ProFarmer at 53 bushel. Everyone's going to have a different estimate along with us. We'll cover that here in a little bit. Over in wheat, trade reacted yesterday to the fact that Russia made no announcement in cutting exports. We had traded sort of thought on Thursday and Friday that when Russia met on Monday while our trade was closed that they would make an announcement of cutting exports, and that didn't happen. So we had a quick knee-jerk reaction lower yesterday. But of course, we're still talking about production concerns overseas. Those didn't disappear. So down at current levels, you'd think we'd be starting to find a little bit better support here on a regular basis. Forecasts going forward here, Canada actually does see moderate rains over the next 10 days. Obviously not going to impact yield, but sort of eases back any concern there. Australia does return to dry for the entire 15-day outlook. So about a little bit of mixed news there in the weather front for those two areas. Flipping over to cattle, the EU announced yesterday it will use non-hormone U.S. beef to fill some quotas that they already have to fill over there. Did cause some cattle excitement, higher yesterday up just about $1.50. Of course, again, dig into the details, get away from the headline, and you do find, once again, they are filling a quota that already exists, and they're going to use specific non-hormone beef to do so. Certainly not bad news, but want to be a little bit cautious just reading the headline and want to dig into the details there that could mean a few more exports for us, but maybe nothing large scale as we see right now. Yesterday's show list for the cattle plus 10,500 might imply a slightly lower cash trade this week, but at the same time, Packer cushion is up to $24. So we'll see again that if the futures stay supported and there's no panic cash selling, you still could come away with a steady, maybe even a higher cash trade. But the latest pattern is a little bit of negativity in the cash, so I guess right now with the show list as it stands, we'll probably look for more of a $1 lower cash trade this week. Our Allendale Yield Survey comes out today at 10 a.m. Central. You can visit us on our website and sign up for the webcast that we're going to have for the yield results there. And you can always reach us on our website anytime at allendale-inc.com or give us a call, 800-551-4626.